So I've moved over to the SiteConnect web portal, which is the back end of where all of the data goes when reported into SiteConnect. Um, I'm sure a lot of you on this call who are SiteConnect users aren't actually using the dashboards and analytics. We see it as a very underused feature, and we're going to talk more about that now. But look, this is just a byproduct of using the safety observations tool, is that you get this great reporting and analytics that you can have a discussion and start to see trends and an analysis of those trends. So let's have a look at how to report a safety observation in SiteConnect. We're going to go to the open up the app and follow along if you do have the app with you. We're going to go to the home screen and navigate down to this orange plus button down here. And this opens up the report safety observation. You can also very easily access the risk and incident and near miss. And as we covered on the last webinar, we can also manage toolbox talks. And we'll talk a little bit more about the relationship of all four of these reporting system tools very shortly. So reporting a safety observation, in SiteConnect, everything is linked back to a site, location, or property, and you can do that through selecting with the site selector. You would then need to select a category, and we can do that by clicking the drop-down list. And it's from here that we can select an unsafe act, a safe act, a critical item, an opportunity for improvement, or a safety mention. So in the example that I'm going to paste here is actually an unsafe act. And in this case, it's going to be PPE related. Now, each one of these, when I select this, will actually flow into this register, into the analytics. So you'll see when, if I wanted to see a breakdown of safety observations by types, if PPE was taking up maybe 30 or 40% of my reports, I'd be able to see that in my charts and analytics. So each one of these key types does pull back into a dashboard and analytic. We're then going to select or type in. Remember, we could use talk to text on our device to talk into the phone to make it really easy to use. And then in this case, the action taken is that the contractors were actually stopped at entry. And we're going to give this a moderate rating. It will automatically date stamp, and then we can give it either a positive or a negative rating. In this case, we're going to give it a positive -2. We can attach files and photos and tasks and corrective actions, which of course is that feedback loop to make sure that not only are we reporting observations, we're actually doing something about the observations, very similar to an incident. But a safety observation, of course, is proactive, and an incident and a near miss is reactive, which is why this is so important, to really start to create a positive culture around really getting the team to report everything that they observe using the app, and the SiteConnect app gives a really great way of doing that quickly. And then we can report that observation into the system, and that's going to flow into our observation register, which is just down here. So I'm currently in the SiteConnect admin portal under the Safety Observations tab. We can, of course, use our filtering tools to filter by specific sites, categories, and types. So if I did really want to drill down into this register, I can do so for my reporting. You'll also see there's a traffic light system in use here. Another area that we see with our client accounts is that for those that are using the observations feature, they're often left in open status and not actually closed. And you'll see that there's this great color system in here to actually clearly allocate these to certain people to manage and follow up, and to actually have a closeout process involved in it. We can see each one of these can be edited and expanded, such as this one, and we can continue to do a little bit of an investigation process into that observation in the back end. These, of course, can also be exported to PDF and can be included as part of site-specific safety plans, or just evidence gathering for things like SiteWise, Tatika, Impact Prequal, and any other national pre-qualifications that you and the team may be looking to achieve in the future.